Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are on their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are earth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.
We are live. Thank you for tuning in. Let me help you, a loved one or friend, find your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. Back to school is back to school. You know, Black Veg Society can't send the children back to school without an end of summer celebration. The third annual Children's Veg Fest is approaching. Saturday, 8/29 from 11 to 5 in partnership with the Weinberg Y in Waverly. And we have a virtual edition on Sunday, August 30th. That's the second annual. And here to speak on it is co-organizer Michelle, the Diva Yogi, and featured chef Jay Bloom. And here we are. How's it going? How's it going?
Hey, happy Thursday.
Hey.
What's going on, ladies?
Just getting into this eclipse season and everything else that's happening in the sky. Just feeling very anew.
Yes,
Let me
exactly.
find out into the eclipse of that spirituality. Okay, well, I'm meeting you in person for the first time, Chef. Let's start with you. Who are you and what do you do?
Well, hey everyone. My name is Jay Bloom, Chef Jay Bloom, but I like to just say Jay Bloom. And I am a teaching chef. I love to cook, but I love to feed and teach people more, especially children. So I'm a host of the Bloom and Petal Cooking Show. We cook food, plant-based food for children ages about I would say like 3 to about 9, 10. So elementary age students. And we just teach them how to be comfortable and confident in the kitchen. We do that online on YouTube, the Bloom and Petal Cooking Show. But we do also have a Bloom and Petal Kitchen Club where we partner with the different organizations and schools. And we do like after school programming and the same concept, just without the camera, teaching children how to be comfortable, how to be confident, and make their own food. And most importantly, helping their mother in the kitchen. Because we know as moms, if the little ones can at least help, take the herbs off the stem, or at least season some things, or whatever they can do to help is very, very helpful. My daughter, she's 2. She knows how to use a peeler. We don't play no games around here. So that's what we do, and we love it. We have a new episode coming out this Friday. So far, we have 3 episodes out on YouTube, and we're going to continue to keep on going. And we are very excited to be a part of this annual festival.
I gotta give you applause as soon as you said you have a 2-year-old that can use the cooking and the utensils and cutting. That, like, this is what we want to see more of: the children in the kitchen with their parents, prepping food, whether it's, like you said, taking herbs off the stems, stirring a pot or something like that. So that's incredible. What favorite vegan plant-based breakfast, lunch, and dinner do you prepare at home, Chef?
Okay, so I'm just favorites. I don't know, because I have a new favorite every time I cook. I'm like, this better than the last meal. So let's say, breakfast. What do we do for breakfast this week? So we're just doing like yogurt bowls, some plant-based coconut yogurt. I prefer that. The kids, not so much, but what I do make for them, my infamous, that's how you say it, right? Infamous, yes. Oatmeal oat banana bars. So those are super simple oatmeals, bananas. You add a little bit of oat milk, some whatever like kind of flavors you want in there. I like to add blueberries too, so it's more like a blueberry banana oat bar.
Oh, I love that.
You put those in the oven and cut them up once they're out. There you go. Here you go. Quick and easy. You can heat it up or you can just put it in a Ziploc bag. Here you go. Eat it in the car. We're on our way. We got to make things a little quick around here. I wish we had more time. We're working on being able to have more time to have more mindful mornings. But right now, mommy have a mindful morning for herself. And then, then we get to it, right? Lunch. Y'all, yesterday or 2 days ago, I made a like tuna salad with chickpeas. When I tell you,
I love it.
like,
That's my favorite.
when I tell you, that thing was so good. Now, this is the key where I feel like some people go wrong because I've had some like faux tuna chickpea salads or whatever, and I it's the egg flavor that they be missing. So you got to use black salt,
Mm.
okay? It's this thing
Mhm.
called black salt. It gives you like that eggy, it even smells like eggs, right? You only need a little bit. It doesn't have too much of a extra saltiness, but it does have more of that flavor, but it is salt. So use it sparingly. But you add that onto anything where you're like missing that kind of like eggy like essence, you good to go. My son, he's 12 and he's like kind of skeptical, right? He'd be like, girl, what are you doing this time? He called me, he was like, that stuff was good. Like, I was like, okay, we got another one. And then dinner. Now, dinner, we do take our time with the children because I'm like, oh, it's the end of the day. I love to have them involved with me. So, like lunch and breakfast, those are a little bit quicker. I like to have stuff that's already kind of ready for them to go. Like that tuna salad, you can make that in the beginning of the week. You just put some bread or some crackers. The kids, go ahead about your business, right? But dinner is our family time from cooking even grocery shopping. I include the children in the grocery shopping. I find that when you include them in the whole process, they have a lot more fun and they want to be involved. So sometimes even going to international market, I'm like, hey, let's make it a game. Pick out your whatever fruits or vegetables you've never seen before, and we're gonna bring it home and we're gonna figure out like what to do with it. Or, sometimes we just want to try it right there in the store. If it's a little, it's okay, guys. It's okay. So we'll do that. And they have a blast. They're like, when we going back to do that? And I'm like, okay, so y'all are into this. And so then we come home and we explore different recipes or we just use our imagination because I love to cook off my mind. So we've been into mushrooms, just playing with different textures of mushrooms. So we made this like I guess I would call it like a bulgogi bowl. We got some sushi rice. We had
Oh,
some
okay.
limeanes mushrooms, and we like pressed those. So I had my son. He was making the marinade. Mecca, that's my 2-year-old. She's peeling the cucumbers. She wants to do everything first off. So it's very important. She gets to get her tasks done first, and like because she thinks she sees her brother doing something, or she sees me doing something, she's like, well, I can't do that. I'm like, okay. So we
I
had
love it.
cucumbers, we had some kimchi, sushi, rice. We made like what do you call that sauce? Listen, some of these seasons, I just be knowing what they are, not the
Yeah, I know. My
goujong,
husband
something
the same
like
way.
goujong or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, one of those bread Asian paste. Use some of that, mix the sauce in with that, and we just made a bowl. Put some little black sesame seeds. We was like, we don't need to go to nobody's nothing. Okay, we got it right at home. So I would say those would be my favorite meals for this week. Next week it may be totally something different, but those were some of our like highlights for this week. And we had a great, and like I said, making them together, going to the farmer's market, going to the market, and just having the children be a part of that process, I find it really, really helps with them not only helping, but wanting to be a part of the process as well.
Were they born vegan? Because I have a 14-year-old getting ready to be 15. She was born vegan, so that's all she really knows. Are your children born vegan or they transition?
Oh, girl, they no. See, we have this is a co-parenting situation, so they be half vegan and then half whatever they do with their father.
I
so,
got you.
so we, but I appreciate the balance for them, right? Because they can choose at some point what they're ready for, but they know when they over here, we're gonna eat this way, and when you over there, I'm not parenting. I refuse to parent when I don't have to, right? So, but they come back fine. They,
I love it. I
yeah, they
love it.
come back
Yeah,
fine, but I think they are starting to appreciate at least the 12-year-old because they know we make fresh pressed juices. So they're like, can we make some juice? Can we make some fresh juice? And so I don't know if they know what the actual difference is, but I know that they are like, I know I want this. Can we make this juice? Can we do this? So
awesome.
yeah.
Can we expect from you, Chef Jay Bloom, at this year's Children's Veg Fest? What are you going to be doing?
So I'm going to be doing food demonstrations with the children. I was thinking about having them be more intimate. So when as children come up, maybe small groups, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since we're going to be outside and not access to a stove, which most of the time you don't need, I was thinking we would be making some spring rolls with rice paper because
Okay.
all we need is some chopped up vegetables and the rice paper wraps and just kind of showing them I love texture. I'm a texture girl, okay? Like when it comes to everything. So I feel like showing them how this goes from hard to soft, and then we'll have different textures with the vegetables, and then probably show them how to at least make like mix some sauce so they can have like a dipping sauce. And yeah, they can carry that on with them and maybe, take it at home because the rice paper wraps, I mean, I think I've had the same pack for I don't know how many months because I don't, they give you so many. So I try to think about things that are cost effective as well. It may be, a little bit different, right? Because you got to look for the rice paper wraps. But once you get them, you're not about to use them in one serving. So they could last you for a little bit of time. So I'm thinking that's what I came up with. I said, I think that would be very fun for the kids because it's kind of familiar, but then kind of not. So want to give them something different. But so yeah,
Oh,
that's what I was gonna be serving.
I love it. Michelle, Diva Yogi. I'm trying to get this
Hey.
flyer up here for people to see it. Oh, there it goes. There goes the flyer. So, yes, the third annual Children's Veg Fest in person, second annual virtual. Diva Yogi, what is to be expected at this year's Children's Veg Fest?
Well, we have some of our favorites from previous years. We have Umar Boxing, who will be joining us. Marvin, who is actually in the Hall of Fame. He is so humble and really loves to work with kids. His program is No Hooks Before Books. So exercise and education are very important. All right. It's not just about food and it's all together, right? So you have when you eat well, then you can perform better in both school and in the ring. Or what they do now.
Exactly.
Yes, that's what they do. Okay.
And so we also have my mom and her brother are going to do some upcycled art from found things that you have around the house, toilet paper rolls or whatever, basically trash to art. My mom and her brother are local artisans who make jewelry and mixed media art. So we're excited about that. We have Garden of Nicola, who will be doing an activity with the children with the food and creating art as well. Um, and we have our DJ who will be mixing the sounds for us to dance to. We also have what else do we have? We have lots of amazing vendors. We have some free samples for you all from Beyond Meat. Of course, we have Landa Kush, who is always our anchor in all of these events. We have hippies and Sun Butter and Dr. Bronner's, who really are, again, had just been riding with us since day one. Yes, we value commitment, and it's all about traditions, right? Food is rooted in traditions, things that passed down through generations to us from our mothers and our grandmothers and things like that. And then when we come together, it becomes a melting pot of old classics, like what Chef Jay Bloom has said, using the Asian food, oatmeal, familiar, bars, convenient to take them on the go, eat in the car. And really, those wraps, Janelle, they are like in all the market. Like you can get them at ShopRite. Go to the Asian section. Most markets have international, food sections. And they're so accessible, right? So the stuff, it's not, what we want to do is meet people where they are, right? Black Veg Society, that's our motto, meet people where they are. A lot of people think, oh, I don't eat vegan food. Oh, so you don't eat an apple?
Exactly. Exactly.
Potato chip.
Can I just say something for a minute while you're saying that? Veganism was birthed out of vegetarianism, and I'm still waiting for somebody to explain to me how eggs and dairy got into the vegetarian definition, because all it's doing is separating us. Okay, people look at you, you say vegan like you got 12,000 heads and all of that stuff. All it is not consuming animal products. So if you've eaten an apple, if you've eaten a banana, if you had watermelon, if you had anything that does not have animal products in it, you have eaten vegan. So stop acting like you don't know what's going on, because that's all it is. It's not that complicated. In terms of when you're thinking about whole food, plant-based, you have your fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes, beans. Stop it, people, because sometimes our people just get too much. Now you got the leather and the wool and all that stuff on top of it with the exploitation of animals. But when you're thinking from a food level, which a lot of times people are starting from that level and building up, it's real simple. Everything doesn't have to have meat in it. And if you've been down to the Land of Kush, you've seen the success of that, because Land of Kush is celebrating 15 years, and not all of the customers are vegan. Period. Right. And it's go ahead, Diva Yogi. Children's Veg Fest. Why does this matter, ladies? I see you there, Star Thompson. Hi, ladies. Hi, Michelle. Why does this matter to you personally? Right. So first, I want to say hi to Star, because Star is another person who has been around for years. She's been one of my students for probably 15 years. And she always shows up. And that's what the value is, showing up for yourselves, showing up for each other. When you can't show up for yourself, showing up for somebody else. And it really does make a difference. That's my motto. And creating authentic human connection, right? Children physically can't grow. If you have a child who is not touched enough, who is not loved on and hugged and appreciated enough, they physically don't grow, right? So it's very important for us to be in the same room with each other. And if you can't be in the same room, at least be on an interactive actual video. So like our virtual session is not pre-recorded. It is not a webinar. It is a Zoom call where you can decide if you want to have your camera on or not. But, I could be like, oh, Janelle, look over your shoulder. That's a nice plant you had behind you, or whatever. Like, it's real life connections, real conversations. And this helps us grow. It helps us to be more excited about what we're doing. Like Janelle said, that she takes her kids to the grocery store, right? They pick the food. Hey, let's make a game out of it. Then they're more likely to actually eat the food, because they are interacting with the whole process, even all the way to the farm. When you grow your own food, you don't need a whole farm. You don't need a big plot of land.
You could just have a little pot. And in that little pot, you can grow lettuce and make your own salad. Like, what does that do for your confidence and for your understanding of where food comes from? Because honestly, and a lot of kids, if they knew that chicken was an animal, they probably wouldn't want to eat it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
Exactly.
know what is going
What
on.
problem do you feel this? We can hear you, Chef. What problem do you feel this is addressing? I'm not sure if Chef can hear us, but she just dropped off. What problem is it addressing, Diva Yogi?
Well, it's addressing a lot of problems, right? Primarily what to eat. People don't know what to eat, right? So this will give people advice on healthy foods to eat, how and understanding that vegan food and vegetarian food does not have to be expensive. There's actually a chef who made the whole like their whole platform is about eating vegan at the dollar store, right? And there's lots of food giveaways and things like that, making people aware of those things where they can actually get free food. And then it also, again, with the social isolation. So people are really suffering from depression and things like that, and they think it's them. It's not them, it's that people are not connecting. It's not, how much better do you feel when you're around your friends and your loved ones? It actually boosts your immune system to be around other people. And then the movement part of it, right? When we're outside at the festival, there's so much run. There's a big field at the top where the kids can just run free, right? There's so having free play and how important that is, and dancing, music is so healing. And then we're very intentional, DJ Lamontre, he is going to play music that is a high vibration. There's certain words. I've been talking to the young people about how the stuff that we listen to is also a type of food and becomes a mantra, and you're listening to this music and you think, oh well, this guy, his story or whatever, he's depressed and he's thinking about drugs and depression. But when you're singing his songs, you're actually saying it in the first person, right? So then it becomes your personal mantra, and then you're wondering why you're feeling a type of way. You know what I mean? So we have to be mindful not only of what we ingest food wise, but environmentally, musically, and socially. So this is not just, everything is connected. We're all connected, and everything from, creating commerce for local vendors, right? They get to make money. People are going to learn about food. That's your health. So we have, physical health, financial health, social wellness, it just covers everything.
I love what you're talking about, because when you were talking about the social connection, I know COVID was negatively impacting people, especially children, because we lost that whole connectivity and ability to, accessibility to be around each other. And there are people and children still going through, the impacts of that. You know what I'm saying? So Children's Veg Fest, we're going to have, the healthy, environmental, all of that there. But it's also about community, socializing, wraparound services, academics. We got learning vibes there that's going to be elevating the energies of the youth. So there's going to be something for everyone. And adults, we got the face painter there, but it's not always about the children. You can get your face painted too and be a child. Sometimes we grow up and we forget juvenilness. When I get there, I'm a child at the Children's Veg Fest. Bring back your youth. Stop acting like old hags, okay? So grandparents, uncles, aunts, older sisters and brothers, bring your little cousins. Let's have a good time. It's back to school, and this is the end of summer celebration. the Children's Veg Fest. What will
Yes.
you be doing?
My
Diva
sound
Yogi
is
at the Children's
working
Veg.
now. I can hear
Oh
you
no,
all.
we can't hear you. Oh, we heard you all
Yeah, we
along.
heard you the whole time.
I couldn't hear you all. I'm over here reading lips.
We heard everything that was going on back there. I had to mute you out at one point. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of noise.
Right. So
So what will you
I
be
personally so a couple things I want to say. One, while we want you to take pictures and videos and things like that of your children having fun so you can create memories, and social media post tagging Children's Veg Fest so that so the world can see the amazing time you had. But once you do that, put your phone away, because you're gonna pay 100%. Your children are gonna be running around. Don't just let them run around, run with them. Do
Yeah,
it together. And
yeah.
then we will have the parent self-care tent again this year. Sweet Honey Mango Spice. She will be doing free massages for the community. And she's an amazing masseuse. She is actually mine as well as my hairstylist. So I just go over there and stay all day. Get all the self-care. And so I'll be teaching yoga. I'm going to have some sound healing and yoga for the family that I'll be doing with my friend Marley. She and I are going to do that together for everybody. And I'll also have the Sunflower Mamas tent where you'll be able to come and make a sunflower pen. So
Oh,
the sunflower,
I want to do
yes, everybody loves the sunflower pens. So last year, unfortunately, I was not able to attend Children's Veg Fest because 3 days before the festival happened, my son tragically passed away. He was 23. And so
Can we get a moment of silence for that? You can't just say that without us giving a moment of silence. Just a moment of silence and remembrance
thank
of
you.
your son, Joshua. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that, Naijha. I appreciate that. And so
Absolutely.
I created with a friend of mine, Erica Blair, the two of us, who both Kamara and Joshua transitioned just a couple of months apart. We are both very positive women, and we wanted to support other moms who are going through the transition of their children in a way that's fun. So we'll dance, we do yoga, we went and planted flowers and things like that. So the idea is, yeah, you could be sad and we could talk about it and everything like that. But okay, now what kind of self-care practices are we going to do? What kind of fun things can we do together? So we are going to have the Sunflower Mamas tent, which is a grief support. You can come see us and make a sunflower pen and write the name of your child on a paper so that we can remember your child. And yeah, that's enough. That's what I'll be doing.
Well, let me
Naijha, what will
remind
you be
people.
doing?
Well, I'm going to be dealing with logistics and, just on the mic a little bit, just thanking everyone for coming. I just want to let people know we still have vendor spaces available. We are
Yes.
really looking for youth. And if you are a parent that has a business and you have a child, when I say child, we're talking about those age ranges of 5, 6, all the way to 24. The vendor space is free as long as it's in line with our mission, which is cruelty free. Cruelty free, so they can't come and sell turtles out. You can't do that. If you've got environmentally friendly products or you have plant-based food, things like that, your booth is free. This is time to teach our young ones entrepreneurship. So the booth is free. We're looking for youth vendors. Now you're an adult, the prices are posted there, you got to pay, nonprofit, whatever. But if you are in the mood to bring your youth out there and get them to work for a couple of hours, teach them entrepreneurship, get the math skills up, get those transactional skills up,
Mhm.
business, learning customer service, your booth
Right.
is free.
Right.
So sign up. We still have room for more youth vendors. So sign up, apply now. Go to childrensvegfest.com. What do you have to say, Chef? Anything you want to add? How can we connect with you? This is your marketing time. Tell us what you got.
Yes, of course. Well, first, I just want to say thank you again for including me on the podcast, to be able to do the food demonstrations, and I'll be doing a cooking demo on the virtual fest. So this is a full circle moment for me because I was a participant last year. You can't tell me I wasn't a child. I was having a blast. It was, I bought maybe like 5 or 6 kids with me. Anything they was doing, I was doing it too. I bought me home a rain stick. I bought me home some plants. I had my face painting done. I was not playing with the kids. I was like, oh, y'all not doing this? Well, I am. I had me a carrot hot dog. When I say I had a blast, you couldn't
Yeah,
tell me that I was not.
hey,
It even
I
started
want a
raining.
carrot dog. I got that
Look,
right. Carrot
it started raining, and
dog.
I was like, "This is still fine. It's
Right.
just a little bit of rain."
Mm-hmm.
So I am so excited that I get to be a part of it this time. I thought I was a part of it last year. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
You were,
we
honey. You were. You were.
we were like, we're here. So thank you so much. And I am, yeah, so I'm excited about that. But yes, so the Bloom and Petal Cooking Show. We have our episode 4 will be coming out on YouTube this Friday. Where it should be. So this Friday, episode 4 will be coming out. The Bloom and Petal Cooking Show on YouTube. You can check it out. Please do all the YouTube things, like, subscribe, leave a comment. You can even share it with someone else that you know. We have some very fun episodes coming up. We have about 3 more in this season, and then we'll be going into our in-person events for the winter fall, and we'll be picking back up in the spring summer of 2027. So parents, if you're also maybe thinking like, hey, I would love to get my child on a cooking show, we can talk about that too, because we are looking for new talent for the next season. So yeah, that is us. We'll be there at the Children's Veg Fest. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, recipes that you'd like to try, or just how to get your children more involved, I've got you. We've got tips. Like I said, I got from 2 to 12, and they in the kitchen with me, and they enjoy the kitchen. Matter of fact, maybe a little bit too much, because when I try to give my daughter snacks when she's hungry, and I try to give her snacks, she looks at the stove like, no, cook something.
I'm getting
I'm
ready to
like,
put
girl,
the
you better eat
your
this.
YouTube in the comments. So let's do that because I got the page up. It's so adorable. Check
Thank
out.
you. Thank you.
And I'm putting that in there. So yeah, I'm looking so forward to the cooking demo and really engaging with you because I don't know what was going on last year. It was a whirlwind. So
Yes.
this is going to be so exciting for me. It was a good time. It was very busy, and now I think I can engage a little bit more with what's going on. You got the dairy-free mac and cheese, dairy-free mac and cheese, and then the veggie rice paper rolls. My daughter's gonna love that. She's an avocado roll and a sweet potato
Okay.
roll kid. I got her onto the rolls, and it was over
Yes.
with. She likes,
Yes.
the noodles, the
Yep,
all of that.
exactly.
Them
Mm-hmm.
rolls, yeah, she's on it.
Yes,
Look at
and
you.
they're so fun because you can make any flavor you want. Like, so I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the thing. I just try to keep children, we just don't have what we used to when it comes to teaching children about being in the kitchen. And I do know, like I said, sometimes we people are very quick. They're just like not even taking the time to even be in the kitchen their own selves. They have
Mm-hmm.
DoorDash and Uber and all these other options where they're like somebody else can just make the food. So also teaching the children of being able to do it yourself. So I like to try to teach children things like how to make your own tomato sauce. So now you want some spaghetti? You got tomatoes, you can make a sauce, or you want to make your own piece of sauce, you can do that too. So we just try to get them,
Exactly.
some basic skills. But then you know what? They go home and the parents, they're like, I don't know how to do this either. So it turns into a moment for the children to be able to teach their parents, which has been very fun too. I like the parents are like, yeah, my child came home after your camp and they said this is what we're doing, and I'm like, good, great.
So you have a
Well,
son?
that's
Do
a,
you have
that
a?
makes me feel good.
Do you
Yes.
have a whole summer camp program? Is it like a 1 day workshop kind of thing?
Yes, it's more so like a 1 day workshop. So I pop up at other camps. I don't have my own
Okay.
camp right now.
Okay.
We are growing towards that. I would love to that's what we're bringing into. We're using this new moon to be like, yeah, we want this, we want this. So I would
Yes.
love to have my own summer program. And it's I already see because we want to go camping. We want to teach the kids how to get vegetables from the earth and garden and all of those things. So we're growing to that. But right now, I do pop up at other organizations and camps
Okay. Thank
and
you.
do it that way.
So we're
So if you know
fighting too
anyone
in
who's looking for any
2027. Yeah.
programming, anybody who's looking for any programming for their children, anything um, like that, definitely send them my way, and we can connect in that way as well.
Well, I know Black Vet Society has a lot, a meeting, end of year meeting coming up, and these are the things that we're going to be talking about programming for 2027. So you never know, it might
Okay.
be a collaboration in your future. Folks, did you know that Black Veg Society is a founding member of the Plant Powered School Meals Coalition? Oh, what is that? What is that? What is
What
that?
is
Well, it's
that?
a it is a coalition administered by Friends of the Earth, which I'm part of the steering committee, and we help pass legislation such as the Plant Powered Schools Meal Pilot Act and the recent Soy Milk Act, which they bundled into the Whole Milk Act. But you don't have to bring a doctor's note to school anymore just because your child doesn't consume dairy.
Dairy.
Okay, so we
Oh,
were
that is
able to make it in
exciting.
January. Yes, so this is the type of work we do. We build the movement. We unite local, state, and national organizations to each other and to the individuals, students, families, and school food professionals most impacted by school meals. I'm going to share the website so that people understand that this is a movement and we need to do a lot of work in the state of Maryland. And that is going to be on our agenda for 2027 because we need to do better. Sorry, but not sorry. We need to do a lot better in the state of Maryland. My daughter went to a vegetarian school, small school, probably about 200 or so total. There's no reason why we can't partner with some of these public schools and pilot getting these options in there. So join the movement, folks. Plant Power School Meals meet the needs of people on the planet. We have a lot of children that are lactose intolerant. We're talking about the majority of Blacks and Latinos. Why are we shoving milk down our children's throats? We have to do something about that. So we need to get involved. I'm going to be putting that link in the comments too. We need to get involved and start building the movement and getting more plant-based options in K through 12 schools. Not tomorrow, but today, because as Diva Yogi said, we need the right food so our children can pay attention and stop drugging them up with all these pharmaceuticals saying they got ADHD and all this crazy stuff. Just feed them the right food, okay? My daughter's fine. Vegan for the baby. I mean, she's a teenager now. Now that ain't gonna solve that problem, but she's a teenager. But she's got her protein. So stop asking about some protein. She got her calcium. She got everything she needs in this plant-based food. So join the movement. Go to plantpowerschoolmeals.com. Black Veg Society is leading the charge. We need to get these Black cities, Black, Indigenous, and people of color cities on board with this. Stop poisoning our children with this junk. Okay, too much candy, too much soda, all this junk, and we need to change that. Okay, that's my 5 minutes right here of lecture. But you understand what I mean. So we're gonna close out. So each of you, I want you to close out with how we can best reach you personally and your call to action. What do you need, Chef?
Yes, thank you again so much. You can find me on Instagram at Chef J Bloom. That's Chef, just the letter J, and Bloom, Bloom. Also, and you can, all my links are there. So that's probably the quickest way. And then you can click the link in that bio and you can find all of my other links. I do have some free downloads for children. So you can click on there and find some activity sheets that are all about like grocery shopping scavenger hunts in the kitchen, and they have recipes on there as well. So if you want to download any of those are all free downloads. And what was the last thing? Oh, and get your children in the kitchen so they can help you out. It's beneficial to the family.
Thank you for that. Yes, get your children into the kitchen. It is beneficial for the entire family. Too much social media, screen time, all that other stuff. Get them away from that and get them in the children into the kitchen using their hands. Thank you for sharing that. Diva Yogi.
So first, I just want to say, Chef Jay, you're a whole vibe, and I love you so much, and you know
I love
that.
you too.
Love you. You are so vibrant, and your outfit is everything. Your glasses are making my day.
Thank you.
I just thank you. Secondly, call to action: dance for joy in your kitchen with your kids, by yourself, whatever. Put on a song that you love that gets you moving, and dance in the kitchen or wherever you are. It will change your life. Secondly, if you want to find me, you can find me, Diva Yogi, on all the socials, all the way across, anyone you can think of. And the other call to action is please connect with us, Children's Veg Fest. Social media, all the social, same thing, Children's Veg Fest. Please come, bring your children, your nieces and your nephews and your cousins or whoever, make it a whole family thing. It's a free family day. Like, you can't beat it. We're always looking for things to do with the children. This is it right here. You can even start out by going to the farmer's market in the morning, the Waverly Market, and then make your way right down the street, less than a mile. You can walk over to the Waverly, the Weinberg Y in Waverly. We got everything you need. Chef Jay gave the commercial earlier. She had the food, the face paint, all the things. So, I mean, what more can you ask for?
I love it.
And it's free. It's free.
It's free.
You can't beat that.
Free. Exactly.
So bring all your children, not just one. Bring all of them.
All the children. Exactly. I appreciate you ladies coming on today because I know everyone's schedule is busy, but this is an important matter. We need to call out folks, come to the Children's Veg Fest, go to childrensvegfest.com, learn more about what's going on. And again, if you have a youth who wants to get into business, they can vend for free as long as it's cruelty free, environmentally friendly. Tell them to sign up. Thank you for tuning in to Naijha Speaks. Please subscribe to the channel at naijhaspeaks.com. Follow me at Naijha Speaks. Look at all the brands that I'm supporting. A Black Veg Society this is a program under our nonprofit Black Veg Society. Maryland Vegan Eats is happening, running through Sunday. So please support a participating restaurant. Come down to the Landed Kush. We got the arroz con pollo vegano on the line, in store only. You can't purchase it online. It is in store. Arroz con pollo vegano. So come on down and get that, and then join the Plant Power School Meals movement. We're looking for you, the parents, to join Plant Power School Meals. So go to plantpowerschoolmeals.com. And on that note,
Peace.
Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are on their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are earth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.